Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. So today, I will present about our research title, which is the impact of buy now pay later service on purchasing intention among UiTM Kedah student. So buy now pay later is a payment method that allow customer to buy now and pay later through installment. It is very popular among students because it's convenient and easy to use. But it may also lead into the overspending and financial stress. This study aims to examine how perceived ease of use, perceived usefulness, and financial risk influence student intention to use buy now pay later. The findings are important because they can help students make better decisions and support BNPL provider and university, and also provide useful information for future researcher and policymaker. This research, we only focus on student among USTM Kedah, and we have used questionnaire and Google Form to collect our data. Okay, now I will talk about chapter 2, which is literature review of our study. This study focused on factors that influence the purchase intention of UiTM Kedah towards buy now pay later or BNPL service. BNPL service is a payment method that allows customers to receive a product immediately and pay for it in a smaller payment over a certain period. This service is popular among students because many students have a limited financial resource. However, BNPL also causes a financial problem such as overspending and difficulty in making repayment. The dependent variable in this study is purchase intention. It means a person's willingness to use BNPL service when buying a product. There are three independent variables in this study, which is the first one is perceived ease of use. This means that students are more willing to use BNPL when the application is simple, fast, and easy to understand. The second variable is perceived usefulness. The student may use BNPL because it helps them manage their expenses, improve their financial flexibility, and purchase important items such as laptop or smartphone. The third variable, financial risk, is financial risk. This includes the risk of debit, late payment, penalty, overspending, and difficulty in completing payment. Higher financial risk may reduce student intention to use BNPL. This study is supported by two theories, which is the technology acceptance model and prospect theory. This theory explains how easy of use, usefulness, benefit, and risk influence student decision. In conclusion, the conceptual framework shows the perceived of use and perceived usefulness and financial risk may influence student purchase intention toward BNPL service.
So now, we will talk about the chapter 3, research methodology for our study. Our research has focused on buy now pay later, or as we can call BNPL. Among the UiTM Kedah student, we have investigated how three main factors affect student intention to use BNPL. It is perceived easy of use, perceived usefulness, and financial risk. We have using quantitative research designed to collect and analyze the data. As you can see at the data collection or sampling, our target population is active undergraduate student at UiTM Kedah. And since we don't have any official directory listing all students, we have using convenience sampling, and we will distribute our structured questionnaire online through student channels. Our goal is to gather 150 to 300 responses, which give enough data to perform proper statistic next questionnaire design. Our online survey is split into key question or key section. Section A, collect demographic details like age and income. Section B, checks BNPL usage habits on apps like Shopee Pay Later. Section C to F, measure the core variable: ease, use, usefulness, financial risk, and purchase intention. The all-core question use a 5-point Likert scale, ranging from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. About the data preparation and analysis, to analyze the collected data, we will use SPSS first, and we will clean the data set and conduct a pilot test with 30 respondents. To test item reliability using Crowbatch Alpha, next, we will check construct reliability using factors analysis, specifically checking on KMO and ballot tests. And finally, we will run the statistic test to evaluate the path, convenience, and see which factors significantly influence student BNPL, which is we can call as buy now pay later purchase intention.
Then, for the chapter 4, the study collected data from 84 UiTM Kedah students. Before analysing the data, all responses were recorded into the number and checked to make sure that were no missing or duplicate the answer. This helps ensure that the data is accurate and suitable for analysis. Most of the respondents were female students, making up 65.5% of the sample. The majority were between 21 and 23 years old. Students come from different faculty, with the most respondents from the Faculty Business and Management. Both from diploma and bachelor degree students participate in the study. The descriptive analysis showed that students find BNPL useful because it provides flexibility. However, many respondents are concerned about financial risk, especially overspending and buying unnecessary items when using BNPL service. They generally agree that BNPL is easy to use, although some students may still find it difficult to fully understand how the platform works. In terms of purchase intention, students are more likely to use BNPL because it saves the time and offers convenience. They are less influenced by other people's opinion when deciding whether to use BNPL service. Lastly, the reliability test was conducted using Crowbatch Alpha to determine whether the questionnaire item consistently measure each variable in the study. The results show that all constructs recorded value below the acceptable level, indicating poor reliability. This suggests that some questionnaire items may need improvement to better measure the intent variable in the future study.
So for lastly, discuss finding of our research on the factor influence UiTM Kedah student buy now pay later service show that perceived usefulness is the only factor that significantly affect student purchasing intention. This means students more likely to use buy now pay later because it is convenient, flexible, and help them to manage their expenses through installment payment. However, perceived ease of use and perceived risk do not significantly influence their intention to use buy now pay later. Although students finding BNPL is easy to use and aware of its financial risk, these factors are not main reason for using the service. In conclusion, students value the practical benefit of buy now pay later more than its ease of use or potential risk. Therefore, improving financial literacy is important to encourage responsible use of buy now pay later service. That's all. Thank you.
For the chapter 6, this chapter is present the conclusion and recommendation of the study. The main objective of this research is to examine the factors that influence students' purchase intention towards buy now pay later among the UiTM Kedah students. The study is focused on the three factors, which is perceived ease of use, perceived usefulness, and also financial risk. Based on the findings, perceived usefulness was found to have the significant influence on students' intention to use the BNPL service. This means that students are more likely to use the BNPL when they believe it provides the benefits such as payment flexibility, convenience, and also better financial management. However, perceived ease of use and financial risk did not show the significant influence on purchase intention. Although students are aware of the risks associated with BNPL such as debt and repayment issues, these concerns do not strongly affect their decision to use their service. In terms of the recommendation, BNPL providers should improve the transparency and continue offering useful features that benefit users. Educational institutions should strengthen the financial literacy programs to help the students make better financial decisions. Students should also use BNPL responsibly and avoid the unnecessary spending. In conclusion, the study shows that the usefulness of BNPL is most important factor influencing the students' purchase intention, while ease of use and financial risks are less influential. Thank you.